So Despicable Me 3 is more about Gru than Minions?
That's no moon.
Okay, we are here reviewing Despicable Me 3.
Fourth installment of the franchise.
Which is include the first two as well as Minions.
Minions, which, if you're like me, you're probably sick of Minions by now, but from that intro you'll know that, this one is more about the family and more about Gru than anything else. And
It's
his
still
twin
shit,
brother,
though.
called Drew. I mean, I don't have a huge problem with this film. It's not exactly what I'd class as a good film, but watching it, I wasn't feeling like I was wasting my time, really. There's a lot worse to watch this year.
That's true, but I still hated it.
The plot is very sort of cliche, but there's a lot of plots as well. Like, first of all, I'm going to try not to have any spoilers, but I mean, there's not much to spoil.
Does anybody care?
But yeah, the plot is that Gru is like trying to stop this evil supervillain called Balthazar Brat, who once had this TV show. And he was probably my favourite part of this film. He didn't do much in the film, He wasn't in it too much, but I'm a big South Park fan, and you could really get like vibes of Randy Marsh from him and stuff. So I liked him as a character. He was pretty funny, and the whole thing about an 80s villain who's obsessed with all this stuff, it was kind of like what Mindhorn did, where this guy has this TV show and he wants to be this character, but he's clearly not. I liked him, but anyway, he wasn't the main focus at all. The main focus is Gru and his twin brother called Drew, who, yeah, it is pretty ridiculous. They're both played by Steve Carell. It just sort of comes out of nowhere, and it just sort of happens, and then Gru goes back into his life of villainy because he's fired from his job at the Anti-Villain League, so he teams up with Drew to steal the world's biggest diamond, which I'm pretty sure has been done a million times before, and at the same time they have to stop Balthazar Brat. Also, the Minions are in prison, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
It's pretty cliche. I said earlier that Illumination spend more time licensing iconic pop songs than they do writing their movies. Because you had Sing, which is just basically a collection of which songs can we license, how many can we fit in an hour and a half, again, and then this one was kind of the same because of all the 80s stuff.
With Illumination, I never have a huge problem with that. I mean, I'm fucking sick to death of Minions. They are the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
But it's like, I never have a huge problem with their movies because they have a couple of laughs. They have a cliche plot, and then you're done. And it's like, okay, that was 90 minutes of my life that I'm not getting back, but do I regret it? Not really.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about every single one of Illumination's films, starting from Despicable Me. I'm not a huge fan of any of them, but I don't hate any of them either.
Yeah. I really liked the first Despicable Me,
yeah.
But ever since then, their work has just gone downhill. Like, I don't like the second Despicable Me. I don't like the third. I don't like Secret Life of Pets. I don't like Minions very much. The Minions in general are just like, everybody knows at this point.
I mean, this is a man who has The Secret Life of Pets on 4K, so
hey,
clearly not
that's a story
fan.
for a different day.
But yeah, I mean, the voice acting's pretty good. Steve Carell's always funny in the role of Gru. There was some very funny lines in this film. I mean, probably about 2 or 3, but there were some funny lines that I did chuckle at. And I'll say that it's a bit of fun, you know. Some of it's fun, some of it's ridiculous. The animation's great, but yeah, Steve Carell, Trey Parker, and Kristen Wiig did very well in their roles, I think.
Yeah.
Steve Carell did well in one role. The brother Drew was the most annoying character I think I've seen in animated films since ages. He really wasn't
in a
doing
movie
it for
with
me.
the Minions.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was watching it, and there's a scene where Gru says, "I miss the Minions," and I was thinking, so do I, actually. I didn't think I'd say that, but I miss them too, because they really don't do much. I mean, this is a franchise that's marketed on Minions, and yeah, there's a couple of scenes with them, but they're just like subplots. So like they have this sing-along when they break into this TV studio, then they get arrested. There's like a funny prison scene that I was laughing at because it's just ridiculous to see them act like thugs. You know, they're tattooing each other. One of them's got like a teardrop banana, the other one's got a tramp stamp that's a banana. And it was like, okay, that's a funny sight gag. And then they break out of prison and they don't do anything else other than that.
Yeah.
There's only like one Minion that's mentioned by name as well, and I think he's a new Minion. I've never seen him. His name's Mel. But yeah, other than that, the Minions really didn't serve a purpose for this film.
Yeah.
But I like the family dynamic in Despicable Me, even though the whole twin brother thing was cliche and annoying.
God.
I thought the thing with Gru and his girls was at least heartwarming. And Lucy Wilde, played by Kristen Wiig, like trying to be a mother to them. It was like, okay, I've seen this before, but it's kind of nice to see.
And it's not a focus of the movie, like a big focus.
Exactly. But all the subplots in this film really do drag it down. It's only like 90 minutes, and sometimes it feels longer.
It feels so long. God,
This
damn.
easily could have been an hour-long film about Gru and his brother just trying to take down this Balthazar Brat guy, and it could have been fine, but they did drag it on too long, and I feel like, you know, it wasn't as good as it could have been. I mean, that's me saying this to a franchise that is, you know, built on Minions, and saying it's not as good as it could have been, but yeah, it's really nothing to write home about. It's fine. If you've got kids, it's good to take them to see.
Yeah, some bloody kids loving it. Like,
Yeah, they're having a great
just
time.
wouldn't shut up.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, there's not too much to talk about apart from the fact that it's a bit of fun. Trey Parker relishes in the role, so does Steve Carell. But at the end of the day, it's another Despicable Me movie, and
You
yeah,
wouldn't be missing out on anything if you chose not to watch it.
pretty much. You've seen this movie before, and chances are if there's a fourth one, you would have seen that one too. So yeah, that's about it from me. Anything you want to add?
Just that this is like the shortest review we've ever done.
Probably
there's not
is.
much to say about
it. Probably
this movie.
is, yeah. But you know, when there's not much to talk about, no point dragging on a review. Just like this film dragged on. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, which I believe will be Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Ooh.
So look forward to that. I'll see you guys in the next video.
It's a space station.
Hello boys, thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. But if you don't smash that like button, I'll smash your mum. I'll smash your mum.